Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Commentary Zone. As you join in, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend. And if you're part of our replay crew, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. And what is it? The hype button. Yes, the hype button. How's everybody been this week? This week's been a little rough for me. But I hope your week was better. I just want to start off the show just to thank all of you for your kind words, your thoughts, your prayers, your everything, but basically your support. The channel's going through a tough time right now, but I'm trying. I'm trying my best. So I really appreciate all all the kind words that you shared. I really do. Um, okay, so let's get started with today's train wreck. Okay, so we are doing Thousand Pound Sisters, season 8, episode 6. Oh, geez, what is this episode called? Reconciling Indifferences. Okay, so let's start here. Let's see. I didn't even pop open the studio to see who is in the chat. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Okay, so let's see who came in. Hi, avoiding eye contact. Hi, Steven. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Wendy. Thank you. La la la. Apparently, Dunlap is a real word. It means stomach skin that hangs low. Stomach skin. So is that different from a fupa? Or are they synonyms? Thank you for bringing that up, Sarah. I'd like feedback on that. Is a Dunlap the equivalent of a fupa? And are they used in different regions? Yep, it sure has been a very, very long week. But I hope that you guys are doing better. Hi, Ryan. Let's see. I love it when y'all say hello to each other in the chat. So cute. This week sucks super hard. Just saying, yeah. Thank you, Wendy. Hello, Wendy. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Let's see. It means your belly done lapped over your back. Thank you for that, Ryan. I truly appreciate that. Oh no, it's different. Okay. It's different. Okay. Wait, is Dunlap insulting or is it a technical term? I'm so curious now. Maybe it's because I just don't want to start this recap because this episode was kind of womp womp for me. But you know, that I don't know. I don't know how you guys like take this show seriously. I think I said last season that they jumped the shark with this show. They really have cuz I mean, if you're pulling from 2 seasons ago when y'all went to the UK for storyline and last season as well, like, oh my God, $100 for art she fully admitted to messing up on. Yeah. I don't, how many of those people were real townsfolk who came to support her? Or how many were TLC plants? Just saying. Just saying. She was a little too comfortable with them. Some of them might have been producers. We don't know. Or crew. You could have both. Oof. It's slang. Okay. Dunlap is a medical word. Okay, so I'm not being rude by saying that because fupa can be rude. I wouldn't want nobody to tell me about my fupa. Dunlap is your belly tummy area. Fupa is where monthly cramps are located. No, but it's fat on top of the P area because it's an acronym. Um. Oh Lord, never mind. I think I opened a can of worms. TLC realized that soft Tammy getting surgery and being positive was boring and wanted to bring back the drama. But that's when I kind of like tolerated the show, was when she was doing the work in order to achieve a goal. And is it me, or does she look whiter around the waist area this season? I don't know. I think all of them have put back on weight with the exception of Amanda. And I'm not Brittany only just got her surgery this season, so I'm not even thinking about her. Amanda has dramatic. Oh, Amanda looks sick this episode. Gee, willikers. But all the rest of them look like they put back on weight, including Misty. No matter how bad it is, it's about a commentary. Thank you. Someone at Reddit was at the art show, said they were waiting for 20 minutes to get in and has to sign a consent to be. Yes, I believe that they would have to sign a release form to be filmed in the store for the art show. So that I believe. And they waited 20 minutes. That's interesting. Well, it's all part of the storyline, I guess, to make her feel scared. They started, out filming outside hours before because the Stantons were there to hold back the droves of people who were coming to this art show. So, yeah, I mean, it's all down to editing, honestly. Um, the first had all their teeth was from out of town. Avoiding eye contact, what? The first that had all their teeth was from out of town. Oh, the first people who came in that had all of their teeth in their head, they were out of towners. Okay, I got it. It took me a little bit, but thank you. So wait, what are you trying to say? That only the people in town don't have teeth? Like, oh my God. Sorry. She's been doing that trash art since her early YouTube days. She gets praise for being a kindergartner. For real? I mean, no, I believe the part about getting praised like a kindergartner, but she's been doing that art forever? Oh, I didn't believe her when she said that, but okay. Okay. Fupa is also a medical word for fat upper public area. Ow! Sarah, thank you. Thank you. You my medical consultant. And Ryan, Tracy, and Wendy are my fact checkers for any and all things, because half the time I don't remember stuff. Her meet and greets, wait, hold on. Her meet and greets bring in the crowds too. I think it was $30 for autographs. Wait, someone said in last week's recap that they were going. Did it happen yet? Did we miss it? Can you tell us if it hasn't happened yet? Can you please share with us, like, when you do go? Let us know what it's like. I'm intrigued. I want to know what you get for $30 now that I know that they're charging you $30. What about the writing of the names on the pieces? Look like her babies wrote it. The writing. Oh, you mean like the name of the art pieces? Didn't Brian write those? I think he was the one who wrote them. Oh yes, she used to do art projects on her channel. Oh, I thought it was just makeup and eating. Sarah, so it was you. So it's in March. Okay. Just keep reminding me about it because I might mention it again because I forget stuff. But I'm very intrigued to get your feedback on what it was like to go to one of their meet and greets. Oh yeah, who went? Spill the tea. Tracy. Tracy, I appoint you to remind Sarah to tell us all about it. I went last year. I had to pay for autographs and pictures. Oh, so okay, so that makes sense. So wait, you have to pay $30 at the door to get in and then pay for autographs and pictures once you get in? Do you get food? Will Chris and Brittany be catering like how they did at the art show? I thought that was kind of good. And I wonder, did they say on Reddit if Chris and Brittany were charging for their food in the art show? I wouldn't put it past them. I know I would do it. And I have a brilliant person. He's probably the only one with the trusted spoker. Tracy, Tracy, my love, you have captured the other side of my brain because when he started writing, first it was partially legible, and secondly, it was spelled correctly, and I was like, oh, maybe he went like all the way to 12th grade. Yay. Reddit has pics of all the pieces and prices. No way. You could tell that I don't subscribe to any of their pages on Reddit. Oh my God. Plus, she's blind. But she can see well enough to make that junk. I mean, art. I mean, I don't know. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. They were just like on TV and pretty genuine. Hmm. But last year, did they make you pay at the door to get in too, or just come in for free and then pay for pictures and autographs, Sarah? I'm very intrigued because if they're upping the cash haul every year, unless this year they're making you pay at the door and then giving you one photograph and one autograph for free, that'd be okay. Um, um, what's this? Okay. There's no was I there's no way I'd spend 100 plus for Amy's art, which I could probably do better. You got a point there. 8 months ago, she was posting art for sale on IG. It's worse than what we saw. Well, maybe she sold all the good stuff there. She said that she did get rid of half of her inventory, which I thought was an accomplishment. How many pictures did she put up? 20? Hold on, let me end this. Turn off notifications. Okay. Let's see. No, you got it for free. Selfies were a fee. Oh. Sarah, if they charge you at the door and then charge you for pictures and autographs, that's kind of a ripoff, though. They better be doing a whole variety show in there for $30. That's a lot. But you paid for autograph photo. I got you. I got you, boo. Um, mm. You got to give us a lowdown when you go this time. I'm so intrigued right now. For painted soda can. I liked her moon paintings. They look like the ones by those street artists in New York City. Mm. Look, there's also people that don't have arms and paint with their feet, just stating facts as a fact checker. Jesus. Selfies free, not a free. I got you. I got you. It was only like the autographed picture that they charged last year for. I got you. That kind I kind of like last year's setup, and I feel like this year's setup is like a cash grab. I'm just saying. Hi, so done. I'm trying. I'm really trying. Quite honestly, I spent several days in bed just not. Today was the first day I left the house since last Friday when I found out. I had this week off, um, and I was supposed to be someplace else, but my trip got canceled. So I am pushing back the dates to later on in the year. And then I found out about Jamal and I just went to bed. So, yeah. But anyway, let's talk about these people. Someone asked if her UK painting was done with oatmeal. Really? She had a UK painting? And why would it have been done with oatmeal? That's so weird. That's so weird. Okay, guys, distract me. Distract me. Okay, let's open up this episode. First segment, we see Amy and Brian putting up flyers to advertise this godforsaken art show. She's going in different businesses to ask them if she can put up a flyer in their storefront, which I thought was really cute. It felt real like Main Street America, you know? Thank you, Ryan. I'm trying. I'm trying. Um, I loved it when they got to the pharmacy, and I actually recognized the pharmacist from when she got bitten by the camel. Um, what that pharmacist must know about that entire family. Did y'all notice that Brian wears a different pair of sneakers in every scene, and it's almost like a lot of them are pretty new? Um, just saying. I think he's on the payroll. Not TLC's payroll, well, probably, but Amy's payroll. On IG, it's literally just the letter UK. Looks like vomit on the canvas. Gee willikers. Um, again, art and like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I don't know, maybe somebody gets it who also operates on 13% of their brain. The pharmacist was so shady and I loved it. Sure was. Evening, every. Hi, sweet potato. Oh, thank you for listening while cleaning. I have to do that too. I've done nothing this week. Amy didn't seem to appreciate that it was the same lady. She's probably a little embarrassed. And who knows what was said in between takes. Oh, yeah, she's so traumatized that she's still joking about it. I guess you can joke about it, but if she were to encounter another large animal coming at her, I'm sure she'd like do a shart for sure. That's why she has roaches if she's using food on her arts and crafts. I bet it was cooked oatmeal. Oh, but I will say though, in addition to her physical hygiene, her house looks really clean. Like honestly, if Brian is cleaning up that house and keeping her clean, like he's working really hard for his paycheck. I'll give him that. I don't give people much, but I will give him that. Amy wants to be taken more seriously. And she's trying to do it through her art. Bless her little heart for that. When we saw him move in, she raved about his shoe collection. Oh, but wait, didn't they say something about his house getting all of the renovations finished or something? So she is going to move into his house and move out of her house. Is that it? I don't know. It seems kind of odd to me. So did Amy fund the renovation? Oh, he needed to browse house, so movie. Listen, if he can keep her bathed, in her current domicile, looking clean, and her not cooking, Amy, pay for those renovations. Pay for them. Um, we also find out that Tammy asked Amy to make a piece of art for her bathroom with a Parisian theme, and somehow it wound up back at Amy's place. So, and she feels bad that her art was rejected or whatever. I don't know. Um, Amy says she's in debt. How is she in debt? Oh my. Well, I guess she had to pay for all those lawyers. Oh wow. I hope that they're smart enough to rent out the unused house. Um, one would hope, Stephen. One would hope. Brian is trying to get Amy's house sold or rented out. Wow, Brian. Mm. Amy, that is your one and only asset. Um, rent it out because you don't know how long this thing with Brian is going to last. You don't know like your marriages. You don't have a good track record with men or marriages. So hey, I would keep that house as backup. Hey, D-Man Johnson the third. Hi. Thanks for joining us today. Still don't like how he's so into her boys. Got his own kids that are never mentioned. Maybe the moms don't want them to be mentioned or on the show in any way. How'd you hear that? Oof. Mm-mm-mm. I bet it's because of divorce and her legal fees with, yeah, I think so too. I can agree with you on that, Ryan. I want to know if Chris has finished renovations on the second story of the house next door that Tammy's been in. Wait, he's putting a second story on the yellow house? Uh, uh, can it hold it? I mean, okay. I'd love to see it once it's complete. I didn't know you watched Commentary Zone. Hold on. I never called live before. Happy finding him. Oh, thank you. Amy needs to maintain the house, keep it as a rental. Yeah, I wouldn't sell it. She's gonna wind up back there anyway. I'm just speculating if she plans to move in with Brian. Okay. I still remember the rats in Amy's the duplex. Yes. Oh my god. And the roach on the back of the wall. Oh good lord. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I adore you too. Um, we all know that Amy's ex isn't giving her any alimony. Well, he quit his job at the factory, didn't he? Um, how the hell are they gonna hold up another? Oh my goodness, another. I didn't want to say it, Tracy, but thank you for saying it for me. Because remember, I voiced my opinion about that yellow house and said that it should have been torn down completely. But all of y'all told me I was bougie. So yeah, I want to see it when it has the second floor, and I want all of the siblings to go up on the second floor and jump at the same time. Does it not have two stories? There's windows up there. No, that was a one-story house. I just remember it had no ceiling before Tammy was in there. I know I've got to go over there. I've got to go over there and do that. Give me some time. I'm gonna catch back up with YouTube. I promise. I promise. Um oops, sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's get past this. Now we see Andrea taking Tammy shopping. And I guess they're shopping for stuff at the animal shelter or for the animal shelter. And oh no, let me keep that one. Sorry, y'all. Um you were bougie for thinking there. Y'all called me bougie for thinking that there needed to be an inspection, and because I thought there, because I asked about central air or even air conditioning. Y'all was ripping me a new one for that damn house. Um, but okay, I guess I'll be bougie again, waiting for the second floor to appear. So they're going shopping, and Andrea tells us that Tammy has been moody. She's been sad with this whole thing going on with Tammy, with Amy, and nobody's communicating. Like toddlers can do better than this. Just looked on Zillow. Little yellow house has one story window. It's an attic. Okay, okay. Thank you, Wendy. Um, well, if they have an attic, they can get central air. I'm just saying. Nothing wrong with that. And she does cheer up a little bit while buying stuff in the pet store, which is nice. Let's see. Oh, there's this whole thing about Andrea not knowing what to wear, and they're wearing matching shirts, and it's just easier. Okay. I didn't get it. Oh my god, my note in here says somehow I feel like she's lying. Okay. Um let's see. Yeah, her moods have been up and down. But you know what I also thought about? This is probably the first time in ever Tammy's having a menstrual cycle. Y'all ever thought about that? Because morbidly obese people do not have a menstrual cycle. So once you start having your menstrual cycle again, um, your hormones are all over the place because they're all rushing back. Then on top of that, she's about 40. So she's getting ready to head into peripause, which is even more hormones. Like, I can kind of agree with the hormones all over the place for Tammy, but let us not forget that this woman is ill-mannered, mean, and aggressive. And that's to people that are in her family. Just saying. Um, okay, Zillow for the win. I love it. Okay, 15,832, 1172 square feet, 700 Varman Trace. Is that the address? Varman Terrace? Oh my. How'd you find? Oh my God. Sarah, Wendy finds everything. Thank you. I was beginning to really question myself. Ooh. So that's I paid for it, and when it was dilapidated. Okay. He paid 15 grand for it. Oh, okay. That's a lot. If it had a lot of land, does it say how many like the square footage of the land is, not the house? Oh no, not blaming the hormones. No, I just wanted to bring that up because it occurred to me while everybody keeps on blaming her hormones for the way how she's behaving. Um, she's just gross in her behavior naturally. Um, but I can see hormones going all over the place for her, but she should be on some sort of meds for that. That's what it's currently valued at. It's not varmint rice. Oh, I don't know what that is. Hi, Christoph. How are you doing? Glad you can make it today. Um, Andrea then tells us that she got a message this morning about Amy's art show, and she's asking Tammy if she wants to go. Tammy says no. How are you supposed to make up if you don't want to go? Like, aren't they always like big on how they're always like supporting each other as a family or whatever? They're so bogus. Oh, Jesus. Um, Tammy says she heard about the art show. She's proud of Amy, but this is where she goes off on a total rant because Amy contacted Andrea instead of her. But Tammy, if Amy's not talking to you, then why can't she talk to Andrea? Are you so possessive over Andrea that you won't let people talk to her? Like, I find it very odd that I'm glad Chris found that out last week that Tammy has been holding Andrea back from meeting her family. Um, Nobody's talking about you behind your back. Amy just wants to speak to someone who's willing to have a decent conversation with her. And that's not you, Tammy. Andrea can do that. So, just go away. Just so stupid. Um and I don't think she's going behind your back to speak to Andrea because they've established some sort of relationship because Andrea tried to set up a mediation between the two of you dipshits. So stupid. So stupid. Andrea then starts making even more excuses for Tammy. Um, then we see them talking about things that she wants to do, like go horseback riding or the go karts or whatever. It was just annoying, just like annoying. Hold on, let me get rid of that notification. Um, and then you can see Tammy slowly trying to like not want to do anything for her birthday. I would start docking her wages, quite honestly. If you're not giving me content, including bullshit birthday parties, then I'm gonna start docking your wages. And so then I just got the feeling like she didn't want to participate. And then Andrea had to be like, um, your birthday is very important to me. Because, when you're in a relationship, milestones like birthdays and anniversaries, they do matter they should matter to your partner. Something that Tammy is not quite getting. And Andrea, to me, is really dumbing it down for her how to be in a relationship. Andrea, like, I hope they're paying you well, honestly. Hold on. Okay, let's see what y'all saying in here. It has to be worth more than that with the renovations, I would hope. I would hope so too. Did it pass inspection? I don't know. 20,000 is what Chris and Brittany's house is listed as. But is that the house that Chris and Brittany live in? Because I heard that they rent that. Tammy is going to run Andrea off, and Andrea is so sweet to her. Yep. Varmint is Varmint! Y'all so messy for that. I love it. Thank you. Tammy is abusive, kind of, I think. Yeah, she is. And did y'all notice at one of the segments she had like a bruise on her chin? Did y'all notice that? Did y'all pick up on that? I hope Andrea punched her for real. Not that I want Andrea to get in trouble, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know how you could be in a relationship with someone like Tammy. For real. Didn't Tammy block her or something, or I'm making that up. I don't know. I don't know. And keep her to herself. Yep. Tammy wants to control Andrea, it seems. Oh. Yes, it's like she wants to isolate her since she doesn't have family of her own. Oh, that's right, Wendy. She did admit that she doesn't have like family like Tammy does. Andrea's going to get so sick of her. Andrea seems quiet and soft spoken, so I can see her taking it for a little until she finally blows up. Woof. I love Andrea. She fits in so well with them. She does, because you know what? They communicate and talk. And I don't know, like, what? It can't be that great with Tammy. It just can't. I see her as a lazy fuck. That's all I got to say. Um, let's see. Deb, do you have an email for your channel that one can email you? Yeah. Um, it's oh, why don't I know it? Hold on, y'all. It is um the commentary zone channel at gmail.com. And I think it should be on our YouTube page, like when it gives like the description of our channel, the very last tab. But I'll repeat that again, the commentary zone channel at gmail.com. That's our email. Um, Sorry, I should know that by heart, but thank you, Soden, for asking. Um, let's see. The house they live in on the show. Hi, Farmata. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Hello. The bruise from the dental procedure. Ow! Okay. Darn. Well, at least I know pain was involved. So, yay. She deserved it. Andrea, blink if you need help. Let's all send that to Andrea for the next episode. The bruise was from her dental work. She posted on TikTok about it, and she got her teeth done. And had the okay. So I did see that when she said on the show, she got the top ones done. But hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. So she had one on the top and one on the bottom already missing. So then something happened to one tooth, and then they found out that 3 in total needed to be taken out, and that's why she got the top one. She got a bridge for the top. What about the bottom? She's missing one on the bottom. And couldn't she get buy one get one free and take Andrea in there to get her teeth fixed? Like, come on. Dental procedure from Tammy knocked her teeth out. Andrea is sweet. Previews for next week. She goes to Tammy's mom because she can't take it anymore. That'll be interesting. When is all of this going to get back to Tammy that Andrea is sneaking around and going to her family members and having these conversations? And I don't think Tammy wants that. Like, I can't wait to see her reaction for that, because give me a shit show. Andrea had dental work too. No, I'm hoping. I was hoping that the dentist would do buy one get one free. And like get a tooth for Andrea. Or how about just an implant? She'll need a whole bridge for that one tooth. Tammy's mom is probably the worst of them all. Oof. She probably is. They're still together in real time. Are they? I don't know. Does anybody know if they're together? Y'all don't know either. I think she just has a gap on the bottom, not one missing. That whole big space is a gap? It looked big enough for a tooth. But they must not have fluoride in their water, but do they even drink much water is the question. Oof. Aren't you supposed to have fluoride in your water? Mama Sladen will say, "Why are you asking me? I've never taken care of those kids. I don't know them." She says she was waiting on the next one to get them done. Her bottom, oh my God. I just assume they drink only whiskey, being from Kentucky. Oh, yeah. Oh, sodies. Have you heard if they broke up? No, it's true. I don't follow them like that, but they sometimes come up on my algorithm. Ugh. Disinfect your algorithm, Ryan. Um, what else happened here? Okay, so next we're at Chris and Brittany's house, and Brittany's talking about like she can't fit any of her clothes. So we find out that she started off at 218 pounds and she's lost over 50 pounds in 6 months since her procedure. So she went from a size 18 to 20 dress down to a size 8 to 10. That is amazing. And she looks itty bitty. But they're also talking about her dream of having a family. Okay. And she's like, she's paying attention to the doctors, with regards to their timeline, saying you should wait till 2 years post op before you consider having a baby. And Chris says that'll get you right at 40, meaning 40 years old. And it's been 25 years since he's had a baby. So she's like, shouldn't we both get checked out? And he's like, ain't nothing wrong with me because I've had kids. And she's like, slow your roll. It's been 25 years. Things can change. Yes. You've been standing in front of a deep fat fryer for decades at the local McDonald's. God only knows if that fried up all your sack. So go get your shit checked out. Don't automatically assume that there's nothing wrong with you and that it's Brittany's problem, although secretly I do think it's Brittany's problem because she was overweight, which stops your period. And she had the diabetic issues. So again, things weren't in her favor. So both of y'all could go get checked the fuck out and bring another one of these damn children into the world. Did anybody confirm whether she was pregnant or not? I don't think she's gonna wait 2 years post-op. I just don't. Then they're talking about going down to New Orleans for Brittany's celebratory trip. And Chris comes up with the fabulous idea of putting all these people in an RV and driving down. Well, here we go. Brittany then tells him that, the trip is supposed to be about celebrating her success, and she hopes that no one from his family fucks up her good time. And this is where he starts saying that, he really hopes that he can get Tammy and Amy reconciled at the birthday party. So, or at least before the birthday New Orleans trip. Next, we come up, it's the day of the art show, and we see that Amy and Brian are loading up all the art pieces to get them over to the shop that they're displaying them at. This girl don't even know how to hang up her paintings or artwork. Like the guy at the store had to tell her, ain't that upside down? Then we see Misty walk in dressed to the nines. Dressed to the nines. She put on a dress. She put on a girdle, pantyhose, combed her hair, makeup. I mean, I was shooketh. She looked cute though. I will give her that. She did look cute. And at least someone in this family knows how to put on clothes properly. And she did have a point. You hear art show and you're going to want to dress appropriately. Nothing wrong with that. Chris came in and saw her and thought they should mark it on a calendar. And he thought she was going to a funeral. Okay, go ahead. Um, let's see what else happened there. So then we see, Amy's panicking. We find out that Tammy was sick. She posted on social media that she's sick and she wouldn't be attending. Amy's okay with that. The the show starts, but no one's there. We find out that Brittany and Chris catered, that they've started their own catering company. Yay! Awesome. So basically, they're catering barbecue and pecan pies. Just checking, just asking for a friend. If there's anybody out there who has tasted their or sampled their catering services, please let us know. I'm intrigued. Um. Oh, we see Lily there checking for people outside. I guess 20 minutes or so after the show starts, we see the first couple of people roll up in there and they're looking around. We see somebody actually buying a piece of artwork, and she does admit that she sold half of her inventory. Good for her, mazel tov, and all that jazz. Let's see. I did think that she got a little bit too familiar talking about her family's squabbles. Um, you're in an art show. Talk about your art. And when she did talk about the art, she called one piece, said that it looked like vomit. The other piece was an accident. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You could have stood there and talked about how the art got you through a really hard time in your life and what the pieces mean to you. Not sit up there and tell the people that you asking to buy this garbage that it's garbage. I'm just saying. Next we head to the birthday party. Tammy's birthday party. Um, her and Andrea are in the car. She's happy that everybody's coming together to celebrate her or whatever. I don't know. But she's nervous and over the Amy situation. She says that they still haven't made up. They don't have a relationship. She wants to have some kind of fun with Andrea there that will help her and help her anxiety. Girl, shut up. You could see Andrea's trying her best to deal with Tammy. Andrea is also nervous about the issues that Tammy has with Brittany and Amy now. So like I feel like she has like acid reflux problems or something like that. We see Chris and Brittany in their car, and they're heading off to the birthday party as well. Um, Brittany is asking Chris, how is he going to handle meeting Andrea on the sly? Like, is he going to let Tammy know that he knows Andrea, or is he just going to meet Andrea for the first time at the go kart place? And he says, I don't know that girl. Basically, he just doesn't want to cause any more problems. He's just going to keep it on the down low that he met with Andrea. But I think he's still a little concerned that Tammy doesn't really want Andrea talking to her family. I'd be concerned about that too. Like, what's your problem with us? Just saying. Other than the obvious, but what's your problem with us? Amy, Brian, and her two kids are in the car driving to the party. Good times. Let's hope that there's nothing in the car besides the people. Um, Amy's not looking forward to seeing Tammy. But she didn't want to go. But she decided to go because she wants her sons to see their aunts and uncle. And she has a point. Like, I really feel like she's working with 18% of her brain now. So that's encouraging. Amanda, Misty, Brittany, Chris, and Amy, Brian all arrived together. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, guys, I think I had a little disruption there. I think I have to go back to StreamYard. Restream is thoroughly annoying me. Okay, so all the families there, they're assembled, and then we see Tammy and Andrea arrive. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. And the birthday party has started. So let's see what y'all got here in the chat. They are going to be doing a meet and greet tour. I'm seriously thinking of going to see them. Christoph, you and Sarah have to compare notes and share it with us. I need your honest feedback when you go. Chris doesn't realize Alzheimer's are slow. I did hear she was pregnant, but it could be a rumor. Ooh. Exactly what they told Amy. Wait 2 years. Yep. She should try to retrieve some eggs now, couldn't she? Who's got money for that? And then you have to pay for storage. That's a very expensive thing. So, and then she probably, I don't think they would have a facility near where they live. So she'd have to travel for it. She's not prego. That photo of her with the ultrasound was AI. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. That would be another disaster vacation, another vacay watching Amy spiral. Amy didn't wait to get pregnant. She got two from Brittany's perspective. Okay. Think how much her weight loss suffered because of it. Sure did. Well, no, even at her own home, all her paintings are lopsided. Amanda's BFF for over a decade. Lily. Wait, what? Lily is Amanda's BF? Oh. Okay. True, except Amy's reason for losing weight was to get kids, not to be smaller per se. Oh. At least we know Amy smelled like watermelon and not be oh my god, that was hysterical. She was never taught social manners. But you can learn. You always want to improve yourself, don't you? Debbie, she's still working with only 14% brain capacity. She can't master appropriate small talk with the fans. Listen, she gonna need to do better for me. I'm sorry. But I don't think it's her fault. She was probably ridiculed her whole life in public. I still feel so bad for Amy. Hold on. Let me get rid of this. I still feel so bad for Amy. Glad Brian is good to her. Is he though? I don't know. I don't trust anything on this show. I just don't. Let me know. Oh, that was me. Okay. Why do they all walk on eggshells around Tammy? What is she gonna do? Run off and go wait at someone's car so they can drive her away? I think they're also cognizant that Tammy is the reason for this show and their paychecks. So in a way, see, that's why I like Amanda at, 100% health, because like I feel Amanda just don't care about the paycheck and would smack a bitch. Misty, for all of her talk of punching somebody in the throat, I just don't see it happening. I only want to meet Chris and Misty. Could get along well with them. Okay. The one I'm looking at, they will all be there. Ooh. Even Amanda, like, has she recovered? Does anybody know? Christoph, oh, I have to look into that. Okay. Amanda posted a pic of her, Lily, and they've been friends for 10 plus years. Wow. Okay. Sorry, but Amy's fame money is the only reason she escaped child endangerment charges. She's only famous because she originally scammed fans. I got nothing for her. Oof. Amanda would put Tammy and Amy in their place. Yeah, she would. She would. Let's see. They all start getting in their little go-karts. They race. I guess Chris won. Um, and that was that. And it seemed like it really drained Amanda because shortly after that, she was like, deuces, peace out. I'm going home to rest. Um, After the go-karting, they run around the arcade. We see Tammy and Amy like circling each other. Well, to me, it seemed like Amy was doing the business of parenting with her kids. And Tammy was like trying to go near her, but then suddenly turning away. It was just stupid. It was just dumb. Um, let's see. I'm just skimming through a lot of this shit. People start going home. Okay. And when Amy and Brian and her kids are walking away, she's walked away. Tammy then says, "Love you." Who are you saying that to? You had the whole fucking afternoon to say that to somebody, anybody. And you didn't. You didn't. But then you see her go into the woe is me portion of the show to make her family feel bad for her that she said, "I love you" to an open space. And that Amy was rude to her and disrespectful to her by not speaking back or reciprocating the endearment. It wasn't genuine. It was half-ass. It was just bad TV. I didn't care. Um so then they're talking about the vacation and she's saying she doesn't want to go. Then don't go. It would probably be a better vacation if you stayed your stupid ass home. Let Andrea go cuz she know how to have a good time, but you can stay home. Then at the end of the episode, we hear Tammy say that Brittany almost pushed her off the bus in the UK. So then like this is in a talking head or something like that. And she says, "I don't know if you all got it," meaning production on film. And then she says that she was walking down some stairs and Brittany cut her off and she almost slipped and someone had to catch her or something like that. But that's not Brittany pushing you off of a bus. So which one is it? So to me, that tells me she's lying because she can't even get her story straight in one sit down. She can't. And this is like 2 seasons ago from the London trip. I have no interest in Tammy trying to fabricate arguments between her and her family. People have moved on. People don't care about your delusions of grandeur or your delusions of attempted ending your life or whatever it is. What you've got going on with Amy is made up. What you've got going on with Brittany is made up. And I hope Chris checks you for at least Brittany, because I see that going nowhere at all. Let's see. Oh shoot, I don't remember if Amanda will be there or not. I know Chris was scheduled. Okay. Brittany's been passive aggressive for a couple of seasons. I can see her being petty and accidentally Tammy with her purse. Yeah, it's one thing being passive aggressive and hitting somebody with your purse while you're walking by them in a hallway or in the house. These are relatively large people. So that live in small houses. So I can see that happening. But don't sit up here on these people's TV, or at least my TV, and lying, saying that she tried to push you off a bus, and then turn around and say that she cut you off and you slipped. That's not pushing you. Get your story straight. And she said the trip would be about her accomplishments, not just Britney's. Again, that made no sense to me, and I think that the reason why she is even angrier at Britney and making up this foolishness from the UK trip was because Chris shut that shit down, and so did the rest of the family, and said that this is Britney's trip. You had multiple seasons, Miss Tammy, to enjoy all of the accolades of your weight loss. I've never seen such a selfish person in my life, and I can't believe we watched this show. I can see that too. Chris literally said that Britt is a very jealous person last season. Yeah, but I don't think it has to do with the family. I don't. Um, what stairway would be wide enough for these big mofos to cut one another off? A stairway in Europe where everything is small. Oh my God. Who wouldn't be jealous the way Chris gives all his attentions to his sisters? Oh no. Brittany was always pissed sitting in the back seat. True. And Tammy was doing that shit on purpose. February 26th, M&G at Little Caesars. They doing a meet and greet at Little Caesars? Like you could get a $5 pizza and a picture and leave? Oh my God. Are their pizzas still $5? Pizza. The US incident was separate from the purse incident. Oh, the UK incident was separate from the purse incident, just for clarity. Yes. Because I thought, well, in addition to the UK incident being on a bus in the UK, the purse incident was in Chris and Brittany's house before she moved into the yellow house. That was what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Okay. Got you, Sarah. Got you. February 14th, meet and greet with Amy and Brian at a bridal shop. Oh, for the love of God. You serious? Okay. I can't. I wouldn't want them in my bridal shop. I just wouldn't. You saw that lady a couple weeks ago made them all wear gloves when touching her inventory. Ooh. Anyhow, that was like I'm just done with Tammy like pulling things from multiple seasons ago to give her a storyline. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make for a good season. We all know my opinion on this show. I think Amy's arrest last season kind of put a wrench in the gears regarding storyline, and they're kind of making it up. And Tammy is upset because this was supposed to be her season for her relationship and maybe a marriage to Andrea. And Amy fucked it up. And she's just taking it out on everybody. Hattie James Bridal. So, okay, so I do have that correct, Sarah. Thank you for clarifying. So the purse thing did happen when she was living with Chris and Brittany. I just think it's all petty bullshit. And if they this goes like basic education, basic home manners, courtesy, kindness, anything like that. You know, the basics. I know that we say that her mom didn't take care of her or any of these kids for that fact. Like, didn't the grandmother step in and take care of them? Oh Lord. I think I've given this recap more than it's deserved. The sibling rivalry of this family requires some intensive therapy. I just say just dump them all in the bin. Like, the show is done. The show is over. There's nothing more that can be said. We're really pulling at straws at this point. I don't care about Amy's marriage. I I don't care about Tammy's relationship. I like Andrea though, surprisingly enough. Um I Chris and Brittany are sort of bearable. I do like when Brittany gets snarky. I'm not gonna lie, but that can wear real that thin for me real quick with her. Um I would like to see more information on Amanda because she seems to be genuinely ill. And now that we have a diagnosis, I would like to see more of her and what she's going through. And the only thing from Misty I'd want to see is her punching somebody in the throat. And a little more background, like bring back in Billy so that he can interrogate Brian and we can find out more about him. Because in all the time that he's been on this show for 2 seasons, we don't hear nothing from Amy regarding who he is, where he's from, like what's going on with him. And Billy sat down at a picnic bench and we got more clarity on their relationship. We need to know more. That's just my opinion. Um, but Misty, Chris, and Amanda don't act like that. The older siblings had moved out when Tammy and Amy were growing up. What's the distance between Tammy and the youngest of the older three? Mm, Probably about 10 years. About 10 years. Cause is Chris the youngest or is Amanda the youngest of the first set of kids? I still really love the show so far. You do? Bless your heart, Christoph. Could Billy get Tammy together? Maybe with a stun gun. Look at me advocating for violence. Tammy 1986. Amanda 1980. Okay, so it's about 6 years. There's 6 years between me and my brother. He's older than me. That's a lot. That's a lot because I was a pain in the ass for him. Um, and we were 6 years apart. We are 6 years apart. The older three. Chris is the youngest of the eldest. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not too much. Mm, Interesting. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. Have a better tomorrow than today. Um, this was what was the name of this show? Thousand Pound Sisters, Season 8, Episode 6, Reconciling Indifferences. This was a trash box episode, kind of filler for me. I didn't really care. Just didn't. Misty 76, um, Chris is 79, Amanda 80. Oh, okay. So there is a 6 year difference. That is a lot. I'm telling y'all from personal experience, that's a lot. There's a 6 year difference between me and my brother, and it's huge for us. It really is. Oh my God. Thanks, Christoph. Everybody have a great weekend. If you're watching in the replay crew, please give us a thumbs up, hit the hype button if you see it, and leave a comment. Give me your thoughts on this show. Let me know if you're going to one of their meet and greets at the bridal shop or at Little Caesars. I can't I can't believe this. I want to know more about their meet and greets. Hey, Farmata, I've been watching recaps of Maths Australia, um, but I got to see if I can find the actual episodes because I guess the wedding part is over. So maybe I'll take a look at it and have a chuckle or two. Well, guys, have a great weekend. How can that be? Because isn't Misty 55 and Chris is late? No, they said for the birthday she was like 49 or 50. So it's probably 49 if they filmed last year. Have a good weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining in today, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.